Morning, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about our ER and our IR verbs. All right, so you may remember right before Christmas break and right after Christmas break, we were talking about AR verbs, right? And those were verbs that the last two letters were AR. So now we're going to talk about ER and IR verbs. And these are our verbs where the last two letters are ER and IR. All right, so our first set of endings here, right? So again, these go with our subject pronouns, right? So these are our ER endings, so the verbs that end in ER in the infinitive form. O, es, hemos, en. O, es, hemos, en. All right, notice that we have the yo form is the same ending. All right. Es, hemos, and en are a little bit different in that when we had an AR verb, these were all A's, right? It was o, as, a, almost, on. Okay, so we've just changed one of the letters. So o, es, hemos, en. So repeat that after me. O, es, hemos, en. Very good. Okay, so these are our ER verbs, and we're going to look at some more examples here in a minute. And I have no idea what to do with my hands. That's an old TV joke for you. Our ER verb endings, we're going to change one slight thing. Okay, see if you can pick up on it. Our IR endings, are o, es, hemos, en. O, es, hemos, en. Okay, this is our change right here. Instead of an E, right, for our ER endings, it's hemos, E-M-O-S. On our IR endings, it's I-M-O-S, hemos. This is the only difference between ER and IR verbs that you're ever going to have for the rest of Spanish. Okay, right here. So, o, es, hemos, en. Repeat that after me. O, es, hemos, en. All right, very good. Now, let's look at some examples of some verbs. So this is the verb comer, to eat. I should have started with the next verb, beber, to drink, as I drink my coffee. So comer, to eat. Remember, we're going to take off the ER, right? And this is what tells us that it's an ER verb, and we're going to take that off, and that gives us our root. Okay, all through these examples, I'm underlining the root and bolding the ending. Okay? So, comer, to eat. Comer, to eat. Yo como. Tú comes. Él come. Ella come. Usted come. Nosotros comemos. Ellos comen. Ustedes comen. So, here are our endings. O, es, hemos, en. And our root, com. So, repeat after me. All right? Yo como. Tú comes. Él come. Ella come. Usted come. Nosotros comemos. Ellos comen. Ustedes comen. All right. One other thing that some of my non-native speakers get hung up on sometimes. This looks like the English word come, right? To come here. So, but and comes, right? C-O-M-E-S. The boy comes over later. So, comes. Come. So just remember, it looks like an English word, but we're going to use our Spanish pronunciation. All right. Beber. Yo bebo café. Yo bebo, tú bebes Él bebe, ella bebe, usted bebe, nosotros bebemos, ellos beben, ustedes beben. Nosotros bebemos. Sorry, my Puerto Rican came out. Yo bebo, tú bebes, él bebe, ella bebe, usted bebe, nosotros bebemos, ellos beben, ustedes beben. Right? O, S, E, hemos, en. Okay, you just need to be able to, you memorize O, S, E, hemos, en. Then we take our root beb. Yo bebo, tú bebes, él bebe. Nosotros bebemos, ellos beben. All right, let's look at our IR verbs. And we're going to practice these for a couple days, so you get some time on this. Our IR verbs. Escribir, to write. Escribir, to write. If we were in class, I'd sit here and talk about back in the olden days when we didn't have recordings of things, you had to have somebody write stuff down for you, and they were called a scribe. Right? Sanskrit is one of the original languages, right? Script, to write, from the Latin. So this kind of makes sense as a cognate on kind of a second level. So escribir, to write, we know it's an IR verb because the last two letters are IR in the infinitive form. Yeah, so here we go. Yo escribo, tú escribes, él escribe, ella escribe, usted escribe, nosotros escribimos, ellos escriben, ustedes escriben. Okay? O, S, E. Oh, and that's wrong. Hold on. Wah, wah. We are going to correct that right here. All right, try again. Yo escribo, tú escribes, él escribe, nosotros escribimos, ellos escriben, ustedes escriben. That's what I get for copying and pasting. All right? So, escribir, to write. Yo escribo, I write. Tú escribes, you write. Él escribe, he writes. Ella escribe, she writes. Usted escribe, you formal, write. Nosotros escribimos, we write. Ellos escriben, they write. Ustedes escriben, you plural, right? So, repeat after me. Yo escribo. Tú escribes. Él escribe. Ella escribe. Usted escribe. Nosotros escribimos. Ellos escriben. Ustedes escriben. O, S, E, imos, en. O, S, E, imos, en. All right. Another very common verb we're going to see with our IRs is vivir, to live. Nosotros vivimos in Fort Worth. We live in Fort Worth. Vivimos, vivir, to live. Yo vivo, tú vives. Él vive, ella vive, usted vive. Nosotros vivimos, ellos viven, ustedes viven. My native speakers, vivo, con V de vaca, no B de burro, right? And then, so IR is our ending, right? In our root, yo vivo, tú vives, él vive, ella vive, usted vive, nosotros vivimos, ellos viven, ustedes viven. O, S, E, imos, en. All right, let's do a little practice. So yo, and then comer. Yo, and then comer. So ER is our ending. So our root is com. And our yo ending is Let's see if you got it right. Yo como. Yo como. I eat. ER is our ending. We take that off. Leaves our root, com. And our yo ending is o. Yo como. Ella vivir. Ella vivir. So she lives. Ella vivir. So it's an IR ending. We take that off. There's our root. Ella vive. Ella vive. Nosotros, and then beber. So we're looking for the nosotros form of beber, to drink. So it's an ER verb. We take off the ER. We have our root, beb. So nosotros bebemos. Nosotros bebemos. Okay, one of the things you're going to notice as we get into all these verbs, MOS goes with nosotros all the time. Okay, so nosotros bebemos. All right, a little longer sentence. Tú, and then comer el desayuno. You eat your breakfast. You eat breakfast. So tú, the verb comer, and then desayuno. So we take off the ER. That gives us our root, com. And then our tú ending was, do you remember? Es. So tú comes el desayuno. You eat the breakfast. You eat breakfast. Tú comes el desayuno. Las chicas beben los refrescos. The girls drink the sodas. Las chicas beber los refrescos. And I think I just told you the answer. You're welcome. Las chicas beben los refrescos. The girls drink the soft drinks. All right. So that is it for practice for this. All right. If you're with me, hold on. Let me call you in a minute. Sorry. Total lost me on that. All right. So from here, after you've watched this video, okay, now you're going to go through and do the Savas assignments that are also located in Google Classroom. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in class. And yeah, have a good one.